Hey, church, family, friends, hope you're having a great day out there in social media land and online, and I'm so glad that you join us. Listen, we're going to start Advent, and Advent is this time of coming, the coming of Christ, and so the big focus this year, 2021 Advent, what we want to do is we want to proclaim Christ and prepare our hearts, and so we're going to do that in Luke this year, and just think about this for a minute as we go through the Christmas story. We know it, right? You're a Christian or you're watching, you know Christmas, and you know about the wise men, and you know about the angels, and Mary and Joseph, and baby Jesus, and John the Baptist, and Elizabeth, and Zechariah. You know all these characters. Sometimes here's what happens in church is we get so just used to Christmas, we don't get the impact of Christmas anymore. And so the first thing that I really want to remind us for as we prepare for Christmas is just to prepare our hearts. Like, just take a step back and remember, man, that joy and that love and that peace that we have from Christ, just that hope of salvation of Jesus Christ. Remember what Christmas is about, and just use this season to prepare your heart to serve God better. The second thing I want you to notice as we go through Luke's gospel, and we'll start tomorrow in Luke chapter 1 and verse 5 and following, is the proclamation of the gospel is just throughout the book of Luke and really throughout all of Christmas. So we go and we look and we see angels proclaiming Christ and God's glory. We see John the Baptist proclaiming Christ and John's glory and God's glory. And we see Zechariah and Elizabeth and Mary and Joseph and the wise men. And all of these things are just proclaiming Christ. And then if you fast forward, what you see is that the disciples, they proclaim Christ. And even after Jesus is buried and he's risen and God goes to heaven, all of these people, they're proclaiming Christ and the gospel. And here's what I want us to do as we've prepared our hearts. Let us not forget that command to proclaim the gospel, it wasn't just for those guys, but it's our command too. And so this Christmas, would you think about this with me? How can I prepare my heart? What can I do different maybe this year? The second thing with that is, as I prepare my heart and I'm getting ready for Christmas, how can I proclaim God and His glory for all the world to hear?